The Vampire's Dream. The Vampire's Dream. The Vampire's Dream. Gather round for the Vampire's Dream. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more fucking Vampire's Dream. The Vampire's Dream. What's up, good people? From dusk till dawn, we get it on. New media on the Vampire's Dream. Yes. Shout out to Nancy Castro, Ardmore. Yeah, let's get it. E-double, you already know who it is. Oh, shit. The Vampire's Dream. I don't know how long this is going to be, but it's a Vampire's Dream. We up on the late night. Salute to the army. Salute to the chat. The Vampire's Dream. The Vampire's Dream. You know, I purposely didn't put a specific title because I want to give the fans even more opportunities to help me bring up the topics on the Vampire Stream, at least some of them. So I didn't put a title. People still come for the Vampire Stream. What y'all want to talk about? I'm the Stream King of boxing. What do y'all want to talk about? You know, I'm gonna let one of my shooters. I told you, we a community. Shooters, what we talking about? I need one of my shooters to speak up, help me run this thing, cause we the leaders. We the leaders, and we putting up that high score. New media. So I'm gonna lean on my shooters a lot in the upcoming weeks and months for the Vampire Stream and my channel members, because they dedicated. So they gonna pick the next topic. What y'all want to talk about, shooters? Cause y'all been doing a good job. Oh my gosh, let's get it. What we talking about, boss? I don't know. As soon as these shooters decide what they want to talk about. Dogbo versus Navarrete. That's a dangerous fight since Navarrete looked good in the first fight. Shout out to Arizona. Let's get on Canelo Jacobs next weekend. Shout out to James Souza for the suggestion on the Vampire. Shout out to Trolley. Little sour, bright octopussies. Is that how you say the plural of octopuses? Octopussies? Can I say that? Of course I can. On the Vampire Stream. Is that the plural? What's the plural of octopus? Octopussies, right? Don't try to switch octopusi and it's octopussy. That's how I'm going to say it. On the Vampire Stream. See, I knew you were going to do it with the I. Nah, I call them octopussies. That's them octomom pussy. God damn, Charlie. Okay. Canelo Jacobs. I still ain't watched Goods vs. Cassidy. But Canelo Jacobs. My first reactions. It's fight week. It's a good fight. Middleweight unification. I'm all about that. You know, two meaningful champs. Shout out to Jacobs. He did his thing. Canelo's the biggest star in boxing, right? So it's a meaningful fight. I do have questions. I want to know, like, see, boxing's fucked up in the sense that not only do you have to win, in certain situations you have to win, and you have to win beyond a shadow of a doubt. Like, you can't, I feel like for different reasons, some guys that face Canelo can't make no mistakes. You know, like when Floyd fought Canelo, I thought he dog walked him. Canelo didn't really do much beyond like the second round or something, and he didn't really do much in the first 2 rounds. But as the fight wore on, I kept getting further and further away from him. One of the dumbass judges still scored it a draw for Canelo. CJ Ross. Get her stupid old media ass out of the sport. You know? So that was one thing that was stupid. You know, and Canelo, there are some scorecards. So, you know, my fear is this. Shout out to Jacobs. That's my man, friend of the channel. You know, I don't let nothing cloud my judgment. But I think Jacobs can win it. I think he has the tools and the skill set to win it and the size. But more or less, he's going to have to fight almost a perfect fight. I'm thinking of. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to fight a perfect fight because, like, put it this way, Ward versus Kovalev type of fight, they're giving it to Canelo. I don't see how he'll retain his title. You know, because we've seen, if you look at all Canelo's scorecards in his biggest fights, it's been some bullshit. Mayweather, the draw was a bullshit. Floyd even said, what the fuck? Floyd was, when they announced it, they're like, we have a majority decision. And he was like, majority decision, like, I beat that boy ass. And then they're like, 114 to 114, a draw. CJ Ross scores it. And then Floyd was like, what the fuck? Floyd couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. You know, Austin Trout, the open scoring was ridiculous. They were fighting in Texas. Hey, they need to get rid of that open scoring bullshit. Hey, I love Texas to death, but stop doing that open scoring. The camp should not know where they rest with the judges. What the fuck they need to know that for? That's some cheating ass shit. That's some cheating ass shit when you know how you're doing so you can change your game plan, you know, and take the last. And that's exactly what Canelo did. He was fighting a regular fight. Then they told his team and Trout's team that Trout was behind 6 rounds to 1 or something stupid, and Trout needed a knockout to win. So Trout had to get more aggressive, you know, and he got knocked down in the process. Because, you see, y'all keep talking about how he fell and shit like that, but he wasn't getting knocked down in them early rounds. He got knocked down because he had to fight all aggressive, which wasn't really his style, you know, as like a come forward southpaw. He was more of a crafty fighter, but he had to come forward. And he got caught because they had him down and needing a knockout to win, and him showing heart and wanting to hold on to his undefeated record at the time. That's why he fought aggressive and got knocked down, you know. But Canelo he was on cruise control. They say, you know, because he knew Canelo in his mind after they told him, not even in his mind, you know, he knew all he had to do is stay upright and he wins, you know, as long as he didn't get knocked out. And that fight, them rounds was close. Them early rounds was, go watch it. Them rounds was close at first. But then Canelo started to pull away because he was led into the promised land by knowing what his scorecard was and knowing Trout needed to be aggressive. And Canelo's already a good counterpuncher. You know what I'm saying? So that worked perfectly for him. A more aggressive Austin Trout. He don't have to come searching. He don't have to do nothing. Because Austin Trout needed a knockout to win. You feel me? That was some bullshit. That open scoring is bullshit. So that was another one. With the way the fight played out, of course, Canelo won. But that open scoring, had they not done that, if it was a regular fight and Canelo didn't know where he stood with the judges, then he would have been forced to fight a regular fight. And it wouldn't have caused Trout's side to re-strategize and fight more aggressive. And eventually get a 10-8 round from getting knocked down. Edeslandi Lara, we already know what that was. Levi Martinez had a super wide for Canelo. Bullshit. It was a close fight. No 117, 111. Even if you had Canelo winning, how'd you have him winning so wide? Lara was doing so good earlier. the list just goes on and on. People are mad at the Golovkin first fight. Amir Khan, he was winning the first 4 rounds easy. Each, And somehow they had Canelo, 2 or 3 judges had Canelo all winning. So, it's going to, I think Jacobs knows. So we'll see what he has in his bag of tricks. I think he can win it, but he's going to have to fight a beautiful fight. Like, some of his performances versus Derevyanchenko and Selesky, I thought he won those fights. I didn't really see the controversy if you listen to my post fights, but some people were saying, "Oh, I thought Selesky won," and "Oh, I thought Derevyanchenko came back on him." It can't be like that. So he's gonna have to step it up a gear, step it up a notch because of the name he's in there. Sad but true. That's just the reality of what I see in the game. And then they have the same judges from the Canelo Triple G fight. So, Jacob's going to have to tear Canelo out the fucking frame, basically. Same judges from the Canelo Triple G fight. So, he's going to, I don't know, man. I think he has the tools and the capability and the style to win, but he's going to have to put it together. And aside from all the politics and judges and biases and shit, Canelo is a good fighter too. So, he has all those things against him. So, we'll see how it plays out. On the downside, I will say this. The promotion has been very abysmal to me. I don't feel like they've done a good job promoting this fight. Like, literally, this is a vampire stream, 45 minutes away from being Monday, my time. It's already Monday for some of y'all. And it's fight week, basically. And it don't feel like no fight week. It don't feel like we have a fight of this magnitude really happening. They got to get out of the habit of Crawford Khan and Canelo Jacobs, where all the promotion is done the week of the fight or whatever. Shout out to Ardmore. He said, yeah, Cassidy versus Goods got more promo. Exactly. Cassidy was all on Twitter. See, I get it. Fighters, they want to train. See, and this, I'm telling y'all don't have to listen to me. Y'all do whatever the fuck y'all want. I say my piece and I keep it pushing. This DAZN pay scale thing, it kind of breeds laziness with the promotional side. If I know, I'm just being real. If you're a fighter like Canelo and you fight all the time on pay-per-view, you don't have to excite. You getting the same amount of money if you excite or if you don't. That's what it sounds like. There's a chance that if he breaks records, he can incentivize himself and make even more money, but it's not the same as pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it creates a thing where fighters, they just go to camp. I ain't really seen much from Daniel Jacobs. Like, you know what I'm saying? I haven't really seen too many posts. Golden Boy didn't really go out there and do anything. This LeBron, I still ain't watched the LeBron James series. I don't know if it's part 1, 2, 3. I just don't feel like they've done a good job getting the stuff out there. HBO boxing, when Canelo was fighting Golovkin, you at least knew about it. Whether you were anticipating the fight or not, you at least knew about it. So, that's just the reality of what I'm seeing. The promotion has not been good. And then they've had some hiccups on the undercard. 2 fighters got taken off of the undercard, Pablo Cesar Cano and David Lemieux. So, this is where Al Heyman is destroying the market and killing competition, because he has so many bodies, he could put together a proper undercard. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least something a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? And he showed you that. Like Keith Thurman versus Jose Cito Lopez paired with Adam Kanowski, a guy I'm really checking for at heavyweight, versus Gerald Washington. Kanowski looked good in the fight. You know what I'm saying? This card you're really there for the main event. You get what I'm saying? You're really there for the main event, because them other fights on there don't really stack up well. Like, to this day, I don't remember a card that's been better than Al Heyman, Mayweather Canelo, Danny Garcia, Lucas Matisse. Y'all might not I'm talking about the magnitude of the fights and those two fights. When have we ever got a card since that had that? Danny Garcia was the man at 140, and Lucas Matisse was the man. They were saying, Lucas was going to knock his head off. They were the two rising. They were the, Khan had already left. Danny had already laid out Khan. He had left. Tim Bradley had left. It was between Lucas Matisse and Lucas knocked out Peterson. So it was between those two, who was the top dog at 140. We got that as a co-feature on Mayweather Canelo. That was big. And I remember another Mayweather card they weren't in huge fights, but they had Adrian Broner and Amir Khan on the undercard. We haven't seen that. Like Canelo Jacobs, they don't have like the star power of Amir Khan versus Luis Collazo and Adrian Broner on the undercard. So that's just my thoughts. The fight, I think, will deliver. I think it's a good fight. It's a meaningful fight. Help shape the middleweight division. It's a good fight for DAZN to have. But I don't feel like the promotion is really out there. I don't. Like, the Vampire Stream. Listen, speaking of, since we're talking about middleweights, y'all got to smash the like button. Please, 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 people. The chats will go smoother. The way, like, I'm actually like stressing my voice doing these long ass chats. I've been going ham on it. Like, I had to take, intermissions and shit, because one day I killed with hella chats and it put a lot of strain on my voice. If you guys could smash the like button, just make that a habit. If you fuck with the channel, you like good old fashioned box talk, where we talk about these different topics. If y'all could, it helps out my shooters, helps out me, helps out the channel. Just smash the like button. Make it a mandatory thing. YouTube's going through whatever they're going through. People don't get notification. We know that. So everybody in Eagles Army can kind of play their part. And, it makes everything seamless. And I know part of it's YouTube because, it's about them opening up the access, because if more people knew we were on without having to just be here, then we would have it. And you see it like when I go post fight, we be having like 2,000 people in here and shit. So it's like I don't know, bro, whatever. If y'all could smash the like button, I'm done talking about it. But anyway, middleweight news. De La Hoya said he agrees with Canelo. He said he agrees with Canelo, and Triple G ain't getting a Canelo fight unless he got a belt. DAZN dropped the ball. I'm telling y'all, people. Y'all can believe whatever y'all want. DAZN dropped the ball, making Triple G fight bakery rolls or whatever. Shout out to Boss Red. Got smart on him. He said, I use Twitter as my notification now. That's more reliable than this, what YouTube's doing, sending out. Or failing to send out. We the Army. That's what we had to do. We had to get creative sometimes. That ingenuity. Let me run that back. So De La Hoya said he agrees with Canelo. Triple G need to get a belt before the rematch happens. Triple G got to climb back up the ladder. Listen, I don't work for DAZN. I work for me. Don't work for Golden Boy. I work for me. But I hope and I pray that Canelo and De La Hoya, presuming Canelo beats Jacobs, if he beats him, I hope they stay. I hope they keep their word. I hope they keep their word and make Golovkin wait in line, wait in the queue. See, this is what happens. I keep telling you guys, this is what they do to black and brown fighters. It's like you don't have no Unless you were just involved in a tough fight and it ended controversially, then you get an immediate rematch. You get what I'm saying? I don't think Canelo Golovkin 2 was really controversial. Fact of the matter is, Golovkin had 2 opportunities to show us all this Mexican style and, big drama show, and he didn't do it. He couldn't get it done in 2 fights. So that you've had 24 rounds to get something done. Man, for a fact, Floyd Mayweather, you feel what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather don't need no 24 rounds to figure out no opponent. He don't need 24 rounds. But Triple G does. So you can't convincingly beat, without a shadow of a doubt, beat Canelo in 24 rounds, and you used to spar with him, then, you need to wait in line. You need to build yourself back. So I hope De La Hoya and Canelo are serious. That's what Oscar said to ESPN Deportes. I think they should make Golovkin wait. I think it'll be a good example for boxing. Because Golovkin, he fired his trainer. That's his business, for whatever reason, money or whatever. He's fighting an unknown guy in America, right? He's fighting an unknown guy in America, Steve Rolls. And you're expecting Canelo got to fight a tough-ass fight with Jacobs, and you just sit on the sidelines with a fight. Like, that's not fair. That's not a fair for, this, Avengers Infinity War or some shit. Everybody's battling Thanos and his goons, and then I'm hiding out, in the closet while everyone else is battling him and trying to take him down, and I'm just hiding out watching what's going on. And then after they weaken him, then I come in and then hit him in the head, after they, have already restrained him or some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what Triple G's doing. You can't camp out while everyone else has to earn their keep. Yeah, don't put that. Yeah, Icy, you shouldn't put that what you put earlier. That's not cool, cause you didn't even have to say that because there's people haven't seen it, bro. I wouldn't have did that. Because like I said, people, that's still kind of a giveaway for something. I ain't even spoiled. But what's the point of even saying that, though? We weren't even, because you put it before I even said anything about the Avengers anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it hints or alludes to something happening. You didn't spoil a plot twist, but it still kind of hints something. Anywho, Triple G should not be able to fight a Steve Rolls, and then everyone else is battling tough fights. Even look at Shakur Stevenson. He just stepped up. This man got 10, 11 fights or whatever, and he stepped up in his career. Triple G. Hey, you tripping, Icy. Triple G got a silver medal. I mean, even Amir Khan. You can say whatever you want, Khan quit, or whatever you're talking about, right? But guess what? Amir Khan got a silver medal. He got his ass in there with Crawford, though. I got to give him respect for that. You could say whatever you want about Amir Khan, but is he not a silver medalist? Is he not a silver medalist? He's a silver medalist just like Golovkin, and he's clearly willing to fight. It's I'm not even trying to be funny, but Khan be getting knocked out silly and still will get back in there. That's pretty fearless if you think about it. Golovkin got a crazy chin and don't want to get in there. That's weird. How is it the guy whose chin is under scrutiny have a silver medal, Amir Khan, and he's willing to get in there with everybody but Kell Brook, basically? You know what I'm saying? Big punchers, big ass Canelo, good fighter, Crawford, and he gets in there with all of them. Danny Garcia gets in all of them. You know what I'm saying? Whether it makes sense or not, there's times he was calling out Keith Thurman and Errol Spence, and I'm like, no, don't do that. Those aren't good fights to me. They're not good fights for him. but he at least gets in there. Golovkin got a crazy chin, a durable chin, and he fighting Steve Rolls at a catchweight. This shit don't make sense to me. This man said brain damage equals poor decisions. Hey, you tripping. Well, he must have had brain damage after the British Prescott, if that's the case, because he still was fight. After that fight, immediately he would fight, the dangerous names, Zab Judas and shit. Yeah, and see, what makes it even worse is, see, I literally dislike this aspect of the game. You can like whoever you like. I have no problem. I have no problem with you liking somebody, but stop capping to like somebody. Like that, y'all motherfuckers is like Captain America, not Captain America, Captain America. That would be your superhero name, because all y'all do is cap and lie on the gram and on YouTube and old media. Y'all, that's your new name, Captain America. Y'all be capping. That makes no sense to, like, how can you, just because you like somebody, that means you got to lie for them? Like, I ain't doing all that, bro. It'd be one thing if it's your wife or some shit. The feds came looking for her or something, and you lying for your wife. These dudes be lying over men. You know what I'm saying? They be lying over men that they don't know. They don't, just because they like the way they fight. I ain't doing all that, bro. Fair is fair, right is right. As simple as, it don't have to diminish everything you did, but if we're talking about this very situation, we got to be able to analyze that and talk about that. That's one of the things that's wrong in the game. People don't want to, they're so prideful or whatever the fuck it is, racist or whatever their deal is, where they have to lie. Triple G versus Steve Rolls is not something that, even if you're the deepest Triple G fan, the deepest, biggest Triple G fan could probably cop and fess to, all right, bro, I'm a fan of you, but I don't know who this guy is. I wasn't checking for this fight. What's there to lie about? This is how I know that the Triple G fans be lying, the man fans. Not just regular Triple G, but the man fans. Because if Triple G versus Steve Rolls was such a great fight, how come we never heard nobody talk about Steve Rolls until his team talked about him? That's how you know. Because a good fight has been introduced to the public. A good fight has been rumored before. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's been discussed. We've already discussed and went back and forth about, oh, this would be a cracker of a fight, and this would be a barn burner. I never heard one human say anything about Triple G versus Steve Rolls positive before the Steve Rolls was like in contention. I literally woke up, wiped the sleep out my eye, and read an ESPN alert, and it was talking about Triple G and Steve Rolls have agreed to terms. I'm like, who? I was like, what? Maybe I'm tripping. I thought I didn't know who it said. I'm like, Lou Rawls? What? Steve Young? Who is this? And I was like, because I just woke up, so I was thinking it was me. I thought I was like groggy, and I was just like, had a brain fart. And I just wasn't knowing. And then the whole day went by, and I still didn't know who Steve Rolls. I was like, okay, so it can't just be me. This ain't like a brain freeze or a brain fart. I just don't know who the fuck Steve Rolls is. Like, I'm talking about, you could have put any black man in America, right, at the press conference, and I'd be like, oh, there goes Steve Rolls. I wouldn't be able to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? They could have put, that doesn't even have to be Steve Rolls. That could have been like a clone or, Us or some shit. Jordan Peele's Us. I didn't even know who he was to know that wasn't him or it was him. They could have got SW1 from In Living Color. Remember the DJ? You fucking Twist and shit. They could have got any black person to pretend, like, to be Steve Rolls. Like, I literally wouldn't have been able to tell the difference. They could have got Donovan McNabb. That's what he kind of looked like. He looked like a Donovan McNabb been hitting the mitts and shit. They could have just picked anybody, bro. anyone having super chat error messages, they try to hate, bro. Someone else had said that earlier. That's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, all you do, go to the go in the app, delete it, like, you know, like close the app and then swipe up, and if you have an iPhone, do you get what I'm saying? Like this. Oh shit. Like swipe out of it, like, so it closes it down, because you have cookies and cache and stuff that saves it. So you guys have to think like a computer. That's why sometimes simple things like powering down your system will fix the problem, because it's a computer. So sometimes it's like a saved cookie and cache, and it's saved in the memory, so that error is going to just keep doing it because you have to refresh it. So if you go out of the app and then go back in, it might work, you know, or power your phone down and then unfortunately start it back up, because it's just going to keep cycling through the same error because it's saving cookies and all kinds of technical bullshit. It happens to me all the time where something didn't work once. You have to think like a computer. Something didn't have work once, and then it just you keep trying it and it doesn't do anything. But if you like cancel the browser or shut off your computer, sometimes that will work. See, shout out to James Souza. A lot of times when I have problems with YouTube, I just clear the cache and it runs smooth again. That's what I'm saying, because it's saving the information. So even it's a computer, so it's not gonna get, you know, smart on you. It's just gonna keep trying to cycle through the same bullshit. So anyway, what were we talking about? Triple G. Oh yeah, Steve Rose. I mean, I didn't even know who he was fighting, bro. I cover boxing every single day. I had no idea who Steve Rose is. They could have, like I said, they could have got Donovan McNabb and put him on stage. We would have knew the difference. You could have went to the local liquor store and purchased a brother buying some Henny or some shit and put him on stage. Like, hey, you busy? Man, come here. You want to make $150? I need you for this press conference. And you put him on stage. I wouldn't have known. That's how little that I know about Steve Rose. He could be a beast. I'm just saying, I don't know who he is. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Triple G shouldn't get no shortcut. Everybody else have to fight tough fights, but except for him, and he just get to, no, you got to be able to keep it real. There ain't no one man above the crew. You know that shit. You know. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. So I hope Golden Boy sticks to that, what they're saying. Like, Triple G shouldn't be able to just fight whoever. Ego, you got my pops dying. What happened? What did I do? I don't even know what I did. What did I do? What did I say? No, I'm just on it. I'm at an age and a point in life. It feels good to just be honest. And Donald Trump, Bob Arum, they say whatever they want. We saying what we want. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else. See, that's what they want. That's what they want from minorities. They want minorities to think before they say. I think before I talk. I represent everything I say. You could use that against me. You can bring it up. You can ask me questions. I'm good. That's the difference with me. I'm not just out here saying. I ain't just capping and just rah, 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 just saying stuff. I believe in everything I'm saying. I'm not just feeding nobody nothing. He said the SW1 comment. Bro, they should have. In living color. They should have just got somebody from A Living Color. You can do it. David Allen Greer. Put him on stage. In living color. How you living? What? How you living? What? How you in living color? You know, you could have put anyone on that stage. I wouldn't have known the difference. I don't know nothing about Steve Rose. To make it worse, I went to his box rack, and I really didn't know them motherfuckers. Like, everybody he fought, I didn't know none of them. Even the names that look like you knew, it wouldn't be the real person. You know, it'd be like Christian Slater the third. I'm like, oh, he fought Christian Slater, the actor? Nah, this is a different Christian Slater. This is Christian. This is reborn Christian Slater. Like, man, who the fuck, bro? Who are these people, bro? Who are they? Who the fuck is reborn Christian Slater? Like I'm just saying, bro. Yeah, people I didn't even know. You remember the dude that had the morgue is like, this Clarence Williams. No, not the third. He was in Tales from the Hood. This is Clarence Williams the fourth. This shit. Ah yes. That shit. You'll be knee deep in the shit. Ah yeah. Barry had that big ass he had that big ass gap and the camera kept zooming in. Hey, I don't know what. Just watch Tales from Hood. I don't even think the technology was out, but fuck that. They had 4K on his gap. They put that 4K. They had that IMAX 4K on that gap because they would get in real tight and close on the close up. Ah yes, the shit. You'll be deep. Like, hey, bro, you gotta chill out, dog. Man, why they call it refried beans? Why the hell you gonna refry some beans? Ah, yes, the shit. Don't worry, you'll get the shit. You'll be knee deep in the shit. Hey, the army be riding with me. They be remembering like little jokes and shit I had. He said Triple G versus Roger Klikowitz. That's what I'm saying. Like Triple G could have fought anybody that like at least just a name that I knew. Like so I could just be like, okay, I know. Like Doug Funny. Remember that cartoon? He had a little green Old Navy tech vest and a white shirt and khakis, and he talked to his dog. Remember that show? It's an old show on Nickelodeon. Everybody young, y'all young asses should be asleep anyway. Anybody remember Doug Funny? Do 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 boom boom boom. He said Skeeter was black. Hey, Roger might have been black, the bully, because the motherfucker had like a perm slicked to the side, and he was like, he had hood tendencies. He was trying to fuck with Patty Mayonnaise and shit. He's like, yeah, man, I got this fifth of Henny. I got this fifth in my car. You want to skip school? That motherfucker had a perm to the side, bro. That's how you know you really thugging, when you got a perm to the side and this shit is shaved. Hey, Roger Mayweather was a real one. I mean, not Roger. I said Roger Mayweather. I don't know why I said Roger. Whatever his name was, Roger. He was definitely hood. He was a bully. He had a perm. Just let your soul glow. Soul glow. And he was trying to fuck hoes. Yeah, he was. Yeah, we're Patty Mayonnaise. I got something to go with that mayonnaise. I got some bologna in it. Let me stop these jokes. Y'all gotta pay for these jokes. Let me stop. Do 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 boom boom boom. Hey, who did see? That's why I don't fuck with kids now. I hate if you have a kid, I hate them already. Because these kids don't know nothing about growing up and like playing outside and shit. You don't know nothing about them old school slapper cartoons. They used to have actually dope theme songs. Like, if you really think of Doug Funny, who did that intro? That's like some Music Soul Child. Like Music Soul Child, I think, did that. Like, they really put some effort into them intros. You remember gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere? Like they really got Michael McDonald to sing on some shit. That man said gummy bear bouncing here and there everywhere. Like they got real vocalists with some range to do a fucking gummy bear. Like damn. DuckTales, ooh. Like who just thought to ooh right there? That ooh, bro. Do you know how impactful that is to your childhood? Where you hear some slappers from the TV. I said a DuckTales, ooh. Like fucking Little Richard and shit. We gonna talk about these DuckTales. Woo! Shut up. That motherfucker said DuckTales. Oh, oh shit! You gonna have a little like how there was people. Them old intros used to slap. I don't give a fuck. We're not even on TV shows. They used to slap, bro. Like I'm surprised people ain't remixed like Full House and Family Matters and just like flip that to some hip hop shit. It's a rare condition this day and age. You're reading the good news on a new paper, baby. Love and condition of the grand design. No, I think Prince wrote that. That sounds like some shit Prince would. Yeah. You're reading the good news on the newspaper pages. Hell nah. They said it's a rare condition. This day and age, you're reading the good news on the newspaper page. Love and condition of the grand design. Some people say, man, they had real. I don't remember Perfect Strangers. I don't really remember what the song was for that. Fucking, just the fact that they had a show with the lead character's name is Balky. What the fuck is a Balky? That shit they need an Emmy award just for that name, bro. They need an Emmy just for that name. I ain't never met a motherfucker named Balky. Who the fuck is Balky? That's what I'm saying. They put thought into this shit. Like, man, he's a weirdo. We gotta, they put energy into this. Like, go watch old 80s and 90s movies and tell me the names don't sound like the character. You know what I'm saying? Like Balky, that just sound dope. John McClane from Die Hard. Do you get what I'm saying? Like that sound like the name of an action hero. John McClane. Come out to the coast, have a couple of drinks. You became motherfucker. I've always been a little partial to Roy Rogers. It became motherfucker. Hey, Bruce Willis had some swag with it. I fuck with Bruce Willis. No, but they used to put energy and like effort. Like Predator. What was Arnold's name in Predator? Dutch. Whose name is Dutch? That sound like some gangster shit, bro. You just in the jungle named Dutch. That's dope. Commander, what was his name? John Matrix. Yeah, what are you doing? Hey Bennett, let off some steam. Fucking Dutch and John Matrix and Quaid. What the fuck? Yeah, it's me, Quaid. Hey, Copenhagen. Killian, get these people. Yeah. Arnold had class. Just his names alone were class. What was his name in Kindergarten Cop? Kimball. Detective Kimball. That shit sound dope. They don't make it like that. Ninja Turtles. What was the reporter? April O'Neil. That sound like a nosy ass reporter bitch. You know what I'm saying? Conan. Well, Conan already sound dope. Die Hard is the best Christmas movie. Hell yeah. Hey, I didn't want to have to show y'all, but I'm gonna show y'all. I like Holly Holm as a person, but I don't know why she posted this. I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all want to see it? Someone said Die Hard, and it reminded me of that. Y'all want to see Holly Holm? Cause the reason it reminded me of Die Hard is because she looked like Carl from Die Hard. Remember Carl, the guy that came back at the end, tried to clap Bruce Willis? He was one of the henchmen. And he came back and he's like, and he pulled out the piece. She looked just like Carl from Die Hard. And she tripping. Oh shit, hold on. I can't play the music because they're gonna trip, so y'all gonna just have to imagine the Drake song. Look, she looks just like Carl right here. What? Oh shit. What the fuck is that? That's some Soviet shit. Oh shit. Oh. Oh fuck. What beat was that? Why'd she do this? Did you see how she wiped the dirt off her shoulders? Hella, she did that shit. She did that hella too like, you not in the octagon, chill out. She did it too strong. Do you feel what I'm saying? She said like there was really a bug flew on her shoulder or some shit. He said, what the fuck type of stiff ass dancing is that? Oh, wow. These comments are out of control. He said, I should have shown y'all these comments. She was scrubbing the dirt off. Hey, yo, she had some Tilex and shit. Oh my gosh. These comments gotta stop. But it didn't even go with the beat or anything. I was like, whoa. Hey, Black Bruce Wayne, I'm not even repeating that. Yo, wildin' trying to violate in the comment section. She was like, she looked like the Nutcracker or something. No, but she looked like, her hair, because it's that bleach blonde long. Hey, this part killed me though. Right here. What was that? That looks like like a Nazi ritual or something. Nine, nine, nine. Like, that looked like some crazy, like, I could really picture like Nazi like soldiers like really being out there in Germany, like just watch. Dow, bow, ooh, hit him, ooh, kill him, ooh, hit him. What you doing? That shit look crazy. But shout out to her. She having fun. Cinnamon Savage. It's Cinnamon Savage. I feel like Bone Thugs will use your name and flip it in the song. And what about that? Cinnamon Savage. Little boot and gaga. And they got him in everybody on the road. What a Mr. Traffic, Cinnamon Savage. We coming to Mr. Cinnamon Savage and Little Ripster. We creeping and coming up. $5 super chat. Ego, I still haven't gotten the fact that Spence turned Bundu into Chucky doll form. You a fool. Bro, because y'all laugh because y'all know the analogies be working with the shit. Bundu didn't look like Chucky, the lifeless form. But Aunt Maggie, Chucky did it. Chucky just... Chucky used to always play Andy and shit. Hey, Chucky, say something. Say something, you stupid Chucky. Say something. Bundu is... You know, Doc, your own personal mojo, Doc. Sure. Chucky, little badass, bro. He said the best analogies on YouTube. Ego Valley to Dawn. We get it on. Yeah, Holly Holm was still going bad on her. She was like having a seizure, like some robot. Man, who the fuck is Tone? Oh, he trying to ruin it. Yeah, Ego Army always, they can spot the rats. Nancy Castro laughing. I don't even know what you laughing at. We just having fun, man. Oh shit, y'all done pissed Icy off. Real brother was like, nope. Ego's army, we could spot the rats instantly. I don't even know what he did. But anyway, man, yeah, I think Canelo shouldn't fight Triple G. I don't think he should fight him unless Triple G does. Like, how is that fair? Canelo got to go through Jacobs, and Triple G got to go through Steve Rolls at a catchweight. Canelo at least fought Rocky Fielding. We knew he was gonna win, but he fought him at the full 68, at least. Like, I wouldn't even be mad if he fought Steve Rolls at 168 and then put a rehydration clause. Canelo did that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And here's another fun fact. Y'all all be saying this dumb shit about Floyd Mayweather. There wasn't a rehydration clause for Canelo. There was only the catch weight. Canelo be putting, his size, he be putting rehydration clauses on them too. Jacobs and Rocky Fielding. And Julio Cesar Chavez, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, shout out to him forever. He said, I don't even need to see Canelo Triple G3. See, this is why I told you, I feel DAZN is dropping the ball because in their mind, they believe, to me, my perception of it, they are like, man, fuck that. Canelo's already in a dangerous fight. We needed a big fight. He's already taken that challenge. We're not going to put both guys in dangerous fights because they're trying to salvage or save Canelo Triple G3. But in boxing, I do not feel that is right to like interfere with the more logical chronological order and tournament style of things to try to help somebody advance to the next spot. Like, I wouldn't want it in any sport. Why are people watching the NBA playoffs right now? If the NBA playoffs, the refs helped the team and then they advanced because the refs, won the last game to extend it, and then they came back, you wouldn't be happy with that. You know what I'm saying? Because they had to have assistance in order to advance. We want to see it on an even playing call or even playing field, fair calls on both sides. Or if there's some bullshit calls on one side, then there's bullshit calls on the other side. Not just one team is being heavily penalized and the wrong calls are being made. Keep it even, Steven. So it's not fair that Canelo and Jacobs has to go through tough fights. Look at who Jacobs had to fight to get Canelo. Look at who Canelo fought since he moved up to 160. Chavez at 164.5, no tune-ups, and at a high weight. Like, listen, I just thought of something. Look at how bad this sounds. Canelo went from Liam Smith at 154 because he fought for Liam Smith's title, so he couldn't use the Canelo weight at 155 because that's the only reason that fight was even somewhat relevant, is because they could say it was for his title. So he had to kill himself to make 154 one last time. He went from 154 to 164.5 to fight Chavez Jr. So Canelo Alvarez moved from 54, 10.5 pounds up, to fight Julio Cesar Chavez, who does rehydrate a lot and has naturally fought at higher weights, 160, 68, 70, shit like that. Right? Golovkin been at 160 since the amateurs, and he's fighting an unknown. We at least knew who Chavez Jr. was, good or bad. He's fighting an unknown Steve Rolls at a catch weight. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to just fighting him at the 168. But Canelo moved from 54 to 164.5 like a G, and for his first fight, it was Chavez Jr. The fight turned out to be a dud, but at the least, Canelo, he didn't know what type of fight Chavez was going to bring, so he had to man up and be ready for the best Chavez. Triple G up in there, been fighting at 160 his whole career, even in the amateurs, and he's going to 164 for the first time. to fight a guy who fights at 168. That's sad, bro. So yeah, DAZN they missed it the mark with that. And then you know what's gonna be fucked up? What's gonna be fucked up is if what's gonna be fucked up is what if Canelo loses? What if Canelo loses? You did all that. Now you have Canelo's star power is going to take a hit. Because Jacobs, let's not get it twisted. That's a fight Canelo could lose. You know, if Jacobs comes correct or stops him or, you know, anything like that. Y'all gotta get this through your head. Canelo or any other fighter, nobody's invincible. Lucas Matisse, a few years ago, he was looking hard to knock out. But since that point, he been knocked out. Antonio Margarito looked like his chin would never fail him. Shane Mosley had otherwise to say. You know what I'm saying? So we've seen that. We've seen tough guys. Robert Guerrero had a chin. And his last fight before he retired and then unretired, he got stopped by Omar Figueroa, you know, who just went the distance with John Molina. You know, a 140-pounder, really. So, Canelo or none of these other guys are invincible. If Canelo lost, it will make Triple G Jacobs rematch more hyped. Yeah, but the only downside is I don't know now because Abel Sanchez is not with Golovkin. But Abel previously did an interview and he said, we want to fight Canelo even if he loses. So I don't know that Triple G with whoever his new trainer is finna be. I don't know if they want to fight Jacobs again. Triple G might know. Triple G might know that Jacobs is a tough fight and just want to move on from it. But anyway, DAZN, they got some ground to make up. Let's see what they pull for AJ. I think the best save would obviously be Luis Ortiz, but it don't look like that's gonna happen unless they, you know, maybe they counter him or some shit. That would be the best save. If not, Andy Ruiz, you know, would be solid. But the thing with Andy Ruiz, I think personally it'll be a cool fight, but it's not. I think that's more of a boxing fan. This still messes up Joshua's homecoming. You get what I'm saying? Because Andy Ruiz, he hasn't been the most active. He just fought on the PBC card, yes. But before that, he was not being moved through Top Rank. That's why I guess he got out of his Top Rank contract. Hey, shout out View of the Bay. See, the Bay Area, we just got them ideas. Shout out to the 510. Shout out to Oakland. Hayward. He said Omar Figueroa versus Mikey Garcia would be a good one. I like that. I like that a lot. Because Figueroa is tough. He's tough. But he's not technical like Mikey is. That's a good one. I would pay for that. I would watch that for sure. Figueroa's active and busy and tough. Mikey's technical, coming off a loss. We don't know. Ego, DAZN got some serious problems ahead. I just feel like, man, I told you from the jump last year, they need to get. I'm not just saying me because I don't care. I'm well off. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Like, I don't need nobody's money, but they need to get people like me, like just creatives that actually care about the sport, because, you know, they got whoever's pulling the strings and making decisions. It don't make sense. Like, where did I get it. Triple G wanted to fight Brandon Adams, but the next best person since PBC and Charlo stole Adams, the next best person you think to put him in the ring with is Steve Rolls? Like, really? Like, where did that come from? I don't understand. And then like I said, the amounts you're paying for these fights. You get what I'm saying? The amount you're paying for these fights. You're paying all this money for Triple G to fight, and that, what are you expecting from that? What are you expecting? Like, what you think it's gonna go crazy? I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't see that going crazy. To me, I don't know. I don't know what y'all see. I really don't see that as being like the must stop shop. You know? And if I did some real life research, if I really took the time, there might be this is a real deal. Easy work. There might even be other fights there. You feel what I'm saying? There might be other fights like that they have to compete with on that day. Ooh, Real Brother said he back. $25 super chat from Real Brother. Everybody get some claps. You know, we just working. $25 super chat. Shout out to the livest live stream on YouTube with the realest host and reporter, with the realest channel member. Well, you know we got that. With the most reliable mods in the game, that's for sure too. I just wanted to show continued support. My brother, you killing the game. Man, we killing the game. We killing it. 'Cause this is a collective. And like I said, this is what they fear. We just getting stronger and stronger, you know, talking boxing, enjoying it, having fun, living life. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. Shout out to Melvin. What's up? But I don't think it's fair for Triple G to dip out from the tough competition. And I don't think it benefits the zone. Like I said, what's the point of paying Triple G $15 to $22 million for Steve Rolls? And some of these mismatches are getting so horrible that there's no surprises. There's no surprises. Nobody, you know, like nobody, the person who's not supposed to win, not only do they not win, it's not exciting. It's not like, oh shit, you know, that was cracking for a minute. Like when Gerald Miller, DAZN put on last year, they put on Gerald Miller versus Bogdad Dinu. And I'm like, who that? Fight played out just like it was, and he was stopped within a few rounds. You know, Lomachenko fighting. Oh shit, Real Brother ain't playing with y'all. He said, I guess I've been reduced to 25 coins at a time. Thanks, Ego and Ego's Army, for the continued support. Birthday support. Birthday support, my brothers and sisters. I'll keep dropping a dub spot until YouTube lets me out of super chat jail. Hey, you killing them. They don't even know what to do. They think it's fraudulent. They're like, there's no way this is real. This is laundered money. Laundering dirty money. I'm like the Teamsters. Like Jay said. Oh, y'all thought I was washed. I'm at the cleanest. Laundering dirty money. I'm like the Teamsters. Shout out to Ego's Army. Shout out to Sierra F. Return of the Vampire Stream super chats. Y'all gotta stop super chatting because this is what they get mad at. And then they start blaming me. And they start blaming the Eagles Army. I got some Amazon packages. We working. We just gonna keep improving and keep improving. Don't want to say too much, but you know, shout out to y'all. Box Fan Expo, get your tickets below. Is this week. I don't think I'm gonna cover Canelo Jacobs. There's a lot of fights going on. I don't think I'm covering that one. You know. So I don't know if I'm gonna be at Box Fan Expo. But there's a ton of people. Errol Spence. You know, I believe Juan Manuel Marquez. I'll get you guys a list and talk about that some more. But if you like to, the website shows you, but I'll talk about it some more because it's fight week. Use my link, helps the channel though. I am an affiliate, helping out with the marketing. And I've been there. I've been to the Box Fan Expo. Definitely a great time. You know, you can show some support. You know, maybe flick up with the fighter. You know, each person has different, whatever. You know, some people, I don't know. You have to talk to them. You're a Weird One Ego saying you is the best media, new media. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, man, we just working. Like I said, for me, the other thing is this. We gotta stop paying attention to like these fake narratives. Like, spend more time on real boxing conversations, real boxing dialogue, real stuff that grows the sport. All this bickering and shit, like, I'm like, to me, I don't know. I feel I'm not trying to act like better. I'm just over it. Like, Crawford Spence is not happening. This is the narrative they want you to try to feed into. I'm not feeding into it. When it seems serious, then we could talk about this more and more. I already told you the game plan, and it makes sense. Whether you like it or hate it, it makes sense. And guess what? Whether you like this next statement or not, I don't care. Freedom of speech. Errol Spence Jr. versus Sean Porter is actually a good fight because we've never seen Sean Porter stopped. So Errol Spence is talking about, I'm going to knock off Sean Porter. If he knocks him off or knocks him out, you know, he has to get credit for that. How can you say, no, fuck that? Berto didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Danny Garcia didn't knock him out. Broner knocked him down but lost, majority of the rounds before that. Right? Adrian Granados didn't do it. So it's like, what are we talking? Thurman didn't knock him out. So that deserves credit. And then the way Errol Spence is rated in people's minds, if Sean Porter beats him, obviously he's going to get credit if Sean Porter can beat him. You dig what I'm saying? Real brother not playing with y'all. $25 super chat, another one. Ego Valley the Dawn, once again, it's on. This is just because, bro, you've been working like your life was on the line. I mean, we don't take your work ethic or professionalism for granted, bro. You've been holding us down. I'm proud of you, my brother, for real. I told you, we started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the army here. We here, bro. We making noise. I told you. And I keep telling y'all, look at it. Look at it. You see me put out these narratives and say my piece, you start hearing fighters say this shit. So you know it's real. That's how you know it's real. It's only getting bigger. I promise you that. They're watching. They're watching. And that's the thing with new media is we stand up for everybody. If you haven't been treated right and there's clear double standards, then you now have a voice. You should be happy. Like, let's talk about Luis Ortiz. People running around with this narrative saying that he ducked. Stop it. Okay, put it this way. My question is this. If Luis Ortiz him and his team trying to put together a major fight in New York for all the belts with 5.5 weeks, right? If that's ducking, then what was what was Anthony Joshua doing for the last 2 years in regards to not fighting Luis Ortiz? What was that then? What do we call that? If Luis Ortiz, if that's your opinion, Luis Ortiz is ducking because he may not fight with 5.5 weeks. He might not, the Joshua shit might not get sewed up. Right? Shout out to Real Brother 32. He been donating heavy tonight. He said, I told you I got you until you tell me you no longer need my support. I am glad you didn't give up on what you are doing here, bro. Eagles Army has your back, boss. No doubt. And I got y'all back. It's going to be that way. Shout out to Real Brother. We need more claps for Real Brother. This man going off. See, this is the type of, I told you, this is the type of unity and strength in numbers they do not like. They don't like us. We got to get the likes up and get some claps for Real Brother. This man just dropped 25 times 3. That's 3 quarters. 3 quarters like that. They see it. I'm telling you, what we doing, they see it. They paying attention. They studying. They trying to be like us. I swear to you, I see it. They want to be like me. They want to be like us. They want the army. That's why they so angry. That's why if you see a channel, listen, if you see a channel mention my name, Ask if they have my phone number. In a negative way. Ask them if they have my phone number. Ask if they ever had a conversation with me. You know the answer. How you gotta see? I don't do this internet shit like that. I get paid off the internet, believe that, but I'm not an internet person like that. How you have beef with me and diss videos? Pull up to the fight. Let's talk. What are we talking about? Shout out to Sierra, $10 super chat. I don't do all that. I don't do all this internet shit. I'm not an internet person. How anybody got problems with me? I never even talked to you. I don't even know who you is. Like, who is you? You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried. We not worried. We doing everything in-house, and we self-sustain, and we having fun while doing it. Leave us alone. Period. This is what they hate. They hate that unity. They hate how me and you guys can talk. I could talk to my people, talk about Cassidy versus Goods. We could talk about, Arnold classic movies and names. Yeah, hey, Killian, what are you doing? What are you doing down there? They don't like that. And then we just switch gears and get right back to boxing. I promise you, they want to be like us. Man, everything we touch, you call me young Rumpelstiltskin. Everything I touch, we turn it to gold. The Midas touch. It's just what it is. When I touched Instagram, I studied. I seen what people was doing. There was nobody in the boxing world that was really posting like street fights and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Then I start posting that. I start posting a bunch of memes. Then you see the whole narrative and everybody's pages shift and shit. And then now you see boxing meme like pages come about like that were never here before. Pensacola, we talk tonight. Bay Area, we talk tonight. I promise you. The real ones that started this journey with me, they know what it is. They know who said what. And like I said, you look currently, you see these narratives. They starting on YouTube. People ain't going, what's the last, like, be serious. It's not a knock on anybody. I know some people with the ring. But just for an example, who ordered a Ring magazine? Or just a boxing magazine. It don't have to be Ring particularly. Who? If you, in the last month, you've received or ordered or purchased a boxing magazine and read through it, say I or say me. Shout out to View of the Bay. He got that old school. Okay, Isaiah Felix, he about that life. He said, I'm subscribed to Ring. Who else? It doesn't have to be Ring. Okay, Lamar Gugis. Not in about a year, but I used to be a huge Ring magazine subscriber. Okay, so a couple people. I'm telling you, it's a different time. There's like a few boxing websites that people check and that's it. It's not like people going to all these independent different ones and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different. I'm not talking about like Instagram, following someone on Instagram. I'm talking about actually getting a magazine or a digital copy. There's not as many people doing that stuff. And that's kind of what DAZN was trying to aim for, but their approach is just crazy. I think, me personally, I think DAZN should have stopped that. Pay-per-view is dead. You wasting money, bro. Like, that shouldn't even be your focus. You wasting money doing Tracy Morgan blowing up pay-per-view. Bang, bang, pay-per-view. That's not doing nothing. That's not doing nothing. And the other thing is they're talking about Errol Spence versus Sean Porter might not even be on pay-per-view, which would be great for fans, give them that price. Because I was going to think they were putting it on pay-per-view to justify the paychecks or some shit. But if that's on regular Fox, that's going to be big. That's going to be big. Sean Porter versus Errol Spence on free TV. It's not confirmed that it's free, but they said it's unlikely to be. It's likely not going to be on pay-per-view. That's dope if it don't go on pay-per-view, because more eyes can see it. Put it this way. if it don't go on pay-per-view, that hurts Bob Arum and Terrence Crawford's positioning a lot more. And this is why I keep telling you, Al Heyman is playing chess. What's funny? I had clowns that was hating on me, giving a comment on one of Ego's videos a while back, saying weird BS to me. I was heated for half the whole damn day. Yeah, it be like that in the trenches. No, but listen, I'm going to say that. I'm going to run that back. Every verse deserves a pullback. We're going to run it back. Smash the like button. So, if they're talking about Sean Porter and Errol Spence unification at welterweight not being on pay-per-view, the implications for that are huge. Al Heyman is playing chess, I promise you. Because Errol Spence is just coming off pay-per-view, so he should get some back end. He should have got it, or he's getting it. Him and Mikey Garcia. It looked like the event was, successful, right? Now put his next fight on regular TV. That makes it more accessible. It's a good fight, especially if you're putting it on regular TV. Then there's nothing to. What are you going to complain about? Fuck that fight. I don't want free TV. I like to pay for mine. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really say nothing. Not me, Ego, because we got Boxingego. Best new media on any platform. All we need for the best info on boxing. Shout out to Torres. I appreciate you. Real brother gonna get me robbed and shit. $25. Shout out to the livest live stream on YouTube, baby. With the realest host and reporter, with the realest channel members, with the most reliable shooters in the game. Ego's Army. Smash that like button, people. Salute to everyone here. Gang, gang. Told you. We just working. It's okay. You see the money coming in, and this dude says, fuck all in this fucking chat. Block him. Hey, real brother. Banks said, go ahead, switch the style up. If niggas hate, then let them hate and watch the money pile up. That's what we doing. Banks tell me, go ahead, switch the style up. If niggas hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Block him anyway. He said, nah, I'm kidding. Yeah, my shooters ain't kidding, though. You should have said just kidding to begin with. Y'all lit, or you about to get lit up. Bro, we don't play that. We don't play that. You talking about fuck everybody in the chat. All right, we got you. Eagles Army style. If you seen a bunch of Crips or Bloods and they were just chilling, you would walk up to them and be like, man, fuck all y'all, cut. Like, fuck all y'all. You wouldn't do that. So don't come up to us like that. Just disrespecting off rip for no reason. We all just, Then when I say the shooters are coming, oh, I was just kidding. Man, I was just bullshitting, man. Nope. Build another profile. For wasting our time, I'm going to make y'all waste your time. You hear me? For wasting my time, y'all going to have to waste y'all because y'all going to be building all these profiles to get back. Yeah. What up, Ego Chirac in this bitch? Shout out to Chi-Town, get down. New media, no media. But listen, if Al Heyman gets Sean Porter versus Errol Spence on regular Fox, I would assume that's probably where it's going. If he gets it on regular Fox, it's a problem. Because once again, this is what Bob Arum, I believe, is like not feeling. Do you know how many views that's gonna do? That'll be like probably the biggest fight this year that we know of on regular Fox. Non pay-per-view. And Fox did a good job. Listen, Fox did a good job building up Mikey Garcia. And listen, I know there's a lot of people that watch my my channel from different places and they got pride and stuff. But listen to what I'm going to say and listen carefully. Sean Porter will do better than Mikey Garcia. It will be a better fight. Mikey lost every single round and pretty much every second. Sean Porter, I don't see it not being competitive like that at all. And if it is, that's just a testament of like, damn, Errol Spencer's like really with it. You know, that's more of a testament to his skill. But I'd have to see that, like no competition, because Sean Porter's always in the competitive fight. So it's going to be better than the Mikey Garcia fight. Styles make fights. Sean Porter is always in good shape. You know, he did miss weight, but he cut his braids off and shit. And then made weight. But, you know, he's generally always in shape. Like, he looks in shape. He don't look like he's all ballooned up in the offseason. He's athletic and he throws punches. These are all things that Mikey didn't really do. Mikey didn't look like all that snack and shit. He didn't even look like he was in crazy shape, to be honest. For me, you know, he looked damn near in like crazier shape when he was doing them Kangaroo Jack pictures, them Dunkaroo pictures. He didn't really even look at the weigh-in. He didn't look like nothing crazy to me. I don't know what y'all thought, but Sean Porter's always in shape, and he knows he's gonna have to get in shape for Spence for sure. So, you know, he might take his training camp to the next level. Yeah, real brother warned you, Emilio. You on your final warning. I don't care about any other channel. If it ain't Boxingego, I don't care. If it's another person, I don't care. I don't know him. I don't care. So if you say one more crazy comment, you Emilio, you're gonna be Emilio. I'm gonna be Emilio Estevez from Young Guns. Billy the Kid on your ass. You should chill. Just chill and talk boxing. That's what we try to talk. We try to talk boxing. You try to talk boxing channels. That's not what we do here. We don't clout chase. That's unacceptable. You know how you go into a restaurant and say no shoes, no shirt, no service? Ours say that. No shoes, no shirt, no service, no clout chasing. We don't accept that here. You listen, if you want to make it in this YouTube game, then you're going to have to make it on your own merit. Don't be piggybacking off of what I created, you know, and what we created. That's never going to happen. I don't know them. God bless everybody. God bless America, the United Nations, NATO. I don't care what anyone else is doing. Shout out to Torres. He said Mikey looked the same to me also, Ego. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like he was in like horrid shape. He just didn't look like so. It didn't look like if I didn't know he went to snack, I wouldn't be like, God damn. Like, you know, I've seen fighters where they got in some crazy shape that they normally don't even get in. I wouldn't even been able to tell he went to snack, to be honest. That just looked like regular, you know, Mikey versus Broner weigh-in. He looked the same. Shout out to Cinnamon Savage. We just some savages. Real brother already explained it to you, and I don't even want to talk about it no more. We just talking boxing, bro. It's not you bringing in negative energy. Nobody, see? I try to save you. See? I want to be saved. I tried to save them. They don't listen. Listen, when y'all get belligerent and keep carrying on, you're looking like a troll. I have no mercy. Don't come to my Twitter and, oh, I got blocked for no reason. If you guys create a situation that's really this big, and you're constantly disrupting the narrative and the conversation to focus on you, then you'll be removed, because we're not the chat is not about me. The chat is not about you. It's not about Real Brother 32. It's not about any one person. It's about us as a collective boxing fans kind of joining forces to talk this game. You know, it's not about, but if you make the chat about you, then my shooter's going to make it about you. And they're going to take it personal. They're going to remove you from it. So please, you guys, who argues with the shooter like this anyway? They be like, yeah, God damn it, Icy, I fucking hate you. Ronald Finkley, kiss my ass. Like, why are you guys arguing with people who have the authority to remove you? I just don't see how it's smart to pick fights like little kid shit. God damn you, James Souza. Real brother, you're a fake brother. Why are you arguing with shooters? I don't even understand what they're saying. Like, this is weird. Showtime sports fans said, fuck days. Oh, is that supposed to be DAZN? He said F the zone. Damn. That's pretty hostile. That's how they doing in Chicago. Man, fuck the zone. Fuck Kane. Yeah, let's see what the zone feel when 5-0 get a hold of this tape. Chi-Town came aggressive as fuck. He said, man, fuck Kane. He came out of nowhere with that. Man, fuck the zone. Yeah. Let's see what the zone got to say when 5-0 get a hold of this tape. Like, oh, shit. This Chi-Town came like Chauncey and shit. Man, fuck Kane. Fucking Clifton Powell and shit, bro. But listen, people. I love Terrence Crawford as a fighter. He's phenomenal, you know. But based on who he's aligned with, he's going to suffer. That's just the reality of it. And the positioning, he's going to lose leverage. That's what this is about. He's going to lose leverage. Right now, it could be argued pretty easily that Errol Spence is probably the A side. You guys have to understand, I don't know what y'all feel A side is. What I feel of A side is probably different than some people. So for me, what A side is, resume mixed with charisma and ability to sell, actual sales, you know, asses in the seats, ticket sales, you know, pay-per-view viewership. You know, you probably tack in some salaries if they're known salaries that have been floating around. You know, resume, those things. You know, really kind of like a popularity contest. You know, who's more recognizable. You know, accolades like Deontay Wilder was on the ESPN Top 100, and that made a lot of old media mad. God damn it, who made this list? This is bullshit, because Wilder was like a couple spaces behind as one of the most popular athletes. He's a couple spaces behind like Tom Brady and shit. So, things like that, like, you know, just achievements and shit like that. Here's another one. Wilder Fury, Showtime, they won an Emmy. I didn't make a video about it, but a lot of people didn't know that. Mayweather and Canelo, All Access, won an Emmy, and Showtime won an Emmy for Wilder. So that you got to put that on Wilder's jacket, because if it weren't for his name with Showtime, they produced the program. Excuse me. And Tyson Fury, and who they decided to fight, it wouldn't have won no Emmy. You know what I'm saying? Wilder's charismatic. It was a good. I told you. I literally said this. I said this Wilder All Access. Back when that fight happened, I said this Wilder All Access is probably the best one they've done since, you know, Mayweather. One of Mayweather's, Canelo or whatever, Conor. I think they did one for Mayweather Conor. So Mayweather, Conor, Broner, Maidana. It was just a quality one. So you got to put that on Wilder's star power jacket. Now, Errol Spence's star power jacket, he's getting a ton of like recognition. You get what I'm saying? He's getting a ton of recognition. The way he dismantled Mikey, 47,500. So you can really argue right now that he's the A side. You know what I'm saying? Like, Errol Spence has been on pay-per-view once. Crawford has been on pay-per-view, I believe, twice. Postal and Khan. And from the reported numbers in the Khan fight and the reported numbers in the Postal fight, those two fights combined did less than Errol Spence and Mikey first pay-per-view for both of them. Do you feel what I'm saying? So when you look at it, you can argue that Errol Spence is the man. Like, he's the A side. But after a while, it's going to be to the point, and this is what Bob Arum fears, it's going to be to the point where it's not even like, you could argue Crawford's the A side right now. But the way things are going, if Errol Spence keeps winning, the argument is going to become apparent. Similar to Mayweather versus Pacquiao. Pacquiao at the time was arguing with Mayweather for 50-50 split and saying, I did these numbers and did these numbers. But over the course of time, Pacquiao's numbers and who Top Rank had him fighting, Chris Algieri, Rios, getting knocked the fuck out by Marquez, that shit dropped his shit. So he had to come correct and kind of bow down to Mayweather and do Mayweather's test that Mayweather wanted him to do. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like this is jockeying for position, and it's getting to the point where, based on the lack of rightful names that Crawford could conquer easily and that could easily be made, Spence is going to end up leveling up a lot quicker. He has the people. He just did an interview yesterday, and I said this before the interview. He said, man, I could fight. I could knock off Porter and then Keith Thurman. He said Keith Thurman versus Pacquiao. I'll fight. I'll get the winner of that. Man down. He just told you this. That right there. And he didn't even say Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia could be some shit. So who can talk? Listen, this is uncanny that I tell you guys the same shit. I've been saying the same shit for several months now. And now fighters are starting to say it. But I go listen to my old shit. I was saying this shit. So once again I predicted what was going to happen. Once again. And now you're seeing it unfold in front of your eyes. I told you. They don't have the relevant names to make Crawford substantially bigger than what he is without working with somebody else. But then working with somebody else who has all the dope welterweights that Crawford could fight. Al Heyman. So basically you're at his mercy. You're at his mercy. That's why it doesn't make sense to be talking crazy like, oh, he doesn't want to work with white promoters and, you know, he did this and he's the cancer. How can you expect that to work out in your favor? How? What world do we live in? Like I said, that's like you're a little kid and you push a little kid down, make them scuff up their knee, and then you say, hey, can I play with your toy? You know, can I ride your bike? They're going to be a hell nah. What you mean? That's just the reality of it. You know, if you have a car and someone who didn't have a car cussed you out and said, oh, you a fucking bitch, you a piece of shit, motherfucker, right, whoop, filth, floor and filth. And they say, hey, can you give me a ride to work? I got to be at work at 5. You man, hell nah. They didn't apologize, they didn't say nothing, and you just want me to take you to work, and you try to cuss me out for no reason? Nah. So, again, you guys could say whatever. Bottom line is this. I said the same thing. I said what I said. If Arum really wants to make the fight for Crawford, he's going about it all wrong because I don't see how that would seduce somebody to work with you. If anything, they'll just give you some scraps to, you know, fight Luis Collazo. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's game and veteran. Like, just fight him. We're not giving up none of the good shit. So, you know, what Bob Arum's doing is actually making it worse for Crawford. Because let's say I was Crawford's promoter and I knew I was at this disadvantage and I knew my fighter needed big fights, I wouldn't be doing that. Me personally, I wouldn't be wilding like that. Like, I don't know. I don't even recommend people. Like, I care about my name, bro. I really do. I don't recommend, like, if I'm working at a job and people are like, hey, Ego, man, give me the hookup. I don't do that. Because I ain't gonna put something on my jacket and then especially if it's someone I know ain't good for it. They be coming in and left jobs and shit. You ain't gonna fuck up my situation because you inconsistent. Nah. I care about that type of stuff. I don't believe in burning bridges and things like that. So to me, if I was Crawford's promoter, I'm not saying, you know, bitch up or be this and that, but I wouldn't be talking crazy because I know I have to deliver for my. That's what this game is about, man. That's what my channel's about. That's what life is about. It's about what you can deliver. I know people who are more talented than people in the NFL or the NBA or better rappers or singers than somebody else who's signed. But guess what? It's not just about that. It's about your hustle. It's about your attitude, about building relationships. It's about displaying your talent. It's about consistency, persistence. Do you have tough skin? There's a lot more to it. It's not just about raw talent, because anyone can have raw talent but be garbage. Shout out to Cinnamon Savage. Great live, by the way, Ego. Appreciate you. You know, anybody can have raw talent. Raw talent is dope, but raw talent manifested is really nothing to behold. Because if you don't do the right thing with it, then who cares? Who cares if you spit like Big Pun, but nobody gets your music across? You're not getting your shit published and copyrighted and published on SoundCloud and shit. It's not getting out there. So you're the best kept secret. Nobody care about that. So boxing is no different. It's about what can you deliver. Period. DAZN got to deliver. They got to deliver the best fights. Canelo Jacobs, that was a good start. Joshua, his fight got fucked up, so we'll see what they can deliver in lieu of that. Triple G, they delivered us some sweet rolls or whatever the fuck, sugar roll, whatever, monkey bread, whatever the dude's name is, from Canada. So it's about what you could deliver. All these excuses, like, oh, it's so-and-so's fault. It's your company. It's your fighter. You deliver. We'll see what you could deliver. That's it. Because why isn't Al Heyman complaining? Al Heyman's putting Jared Hurd with Julian J. Rock Williams. He not say, hey, man, we wanted Munguia and it's Golden Boy's fault. He not saying nothing about that. He's delivering his fighter a good fight. A sleeper of a fight. I think that's a really good fight. Just because Jermall Charlo, first of all, Jermall Charlo is raw. Second of all, just because Jermall Charlo beat J-Rock, that don't mean Hurd beats him, because Jermall Charlo, I love Jared Hurd, but Jermall Charlo's more like technical and right here with it. Hurd gets hit a lot, but he's big and he weathers that storm, kind of gives you a false sense of security, and then he'll take off on your ass. But he's more of an attrition, like, bow, like, you getting tired, and guess what? I'm still here, motherfucker. So that's a good fight. J-Rock is technical. I've watched J-Rock spar live. That's a good fight. J-Rock versus Charlo was a good fight. But like I said, it's a different stylistic matchup, because I think Charlo's fundamentals, like his jab, is crazy. Didn't he drop J-Rock with a jab? Oh, shit. Bow. Dropped it, and it wasn't like he hurt him with the jab. Charlo's jab is ridiculous. I don't know what the fuck they drinking in Texas. That shit, because Errol Spence's jab was looking crazy too. Jamel Jamal got jabs for life. For life. Errol Spence got a jab for life. Them Texas boy got some jabs. But it's a different fight for old boy Hurd, because he don't fight like Charlo. He was even getting hit by Jason Wellborn. I was at that fight. Then he beat the shit out of Jason Wellborn. So he fights different. So I think it's going to be an action fight. J-Rock's technical. Philly fighters are tough. That's a sleeper fight. Mark my words. Like, see, I'm not trying to bash nobody or whatever, but Robert Easter versus Francis Bartholomew was not a fun fight to watch. It was very uneventful, but you didn't hear me really talking about the fight too much, because there's a lot of stuff going on in my life and that I'm working with. Plus, I knew that matchup was probably going to be harder to watch. But when I tell you it's going to be a sleeper fight, I tend to think I know a thing or two about boxing. You never heard me say Francis Bartholomew, Robert Easter is like going to be an instant classic. But I think that Hurd J-Rock is going to be a good fight, because styles make fight. How you gel with somebody. Like Manny Pacquiao and Marquez, they always got it rocking because the styles. Marquez ain't as fast as Pacquiao, but he's a counterpuncher, and he has some powers. Pacquiao's a whirlwind. Marquez can't keep up with that speed. So the styles gelled. So that's a sleep. Mark my words. Hurd versus J-Rock is a sleeper fight. More people should be talking about. It's going down May 11th, I think. I'm really looking forward to that one. Shout out to Ronald Finkley. New media or no media, we talk tonight. Salute. It's the army. It's Ego's army. You know us. But yeah, man, there's some good fights out there. I'm looking forward to it. How many people y'all seen get dropped with the counter right uppercut? Jamal Charlo is that dude. Yeah, cause that was crazy. That was a swift. He just oops, and like he came from underneath. He didn't see shit. That's the punches that hurt you the most. And he fell even crazy. His legs like split. That was crazy. That was an insane counter. Hey, you know what? See, since we talking real shit, see, I love chats like this where I can talk real shit with my real people. Y'all motherfuckers better start giving more props to Ronnie Shields. This man done work with Edeslandi Lara, Jamal Charlo, F.A. Ajagba's coming along nicely. In the past, he worked with Mike Tyson. Y'all got to give that boy Ronnie, put it this way. All the people with Shield, Captain America Shields, Clarissa Shields, Ronnie Shields. We need to have a national fucking Shields Day because that man Ronnie Shields, Clarissa Shields, they doing what they supposed to be doing, y'all. They doing what they supposed to be. Ronnie Shields is underrated because Edeslandi Lara hit Yuri Foreman with a counter uppercut, I believe, and stopped him. That he's teaching that. I'm not saying they didn't have none of it, but this is clearly something they're not overlooking in camp. And then you look at the jab. Both Charlos used to work with Ronnie Shields. Now only Jamal works with him, but they both have crazy jabs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they just got it specifically from him, but I would like to think he's part of it because guess who else has a good jab? A heavyweight, F.A. Ajagba. So to me, I feel like he's helping those fundamentals come out fluidly. Whatever is Ronnie Shields, you the man. You the man, because that's some good training. That just listen to what my man said. A counter uppercut. That's hard to execute because you're under attack, you're under siege, and it requires timing. It's probably easier if you have speed. But you don't have to have speed, but I'm sure it gets your point across quicker. But just to like in the middle and shoot that uppercut and have it look that swift like Charlo did, that takes some skill. That takes some timing. Because I forgot what J-Rock was throwing, like a lazy jab or something. And Charlo just said, bah, and just fed him one. I was like, oh, shit. That was clean. Yeah, but Ronnie Shields, see, y'all don't know shit about boxing. This is no disrespect, but people be talking about like Abel Sanchez and shit like that. That's cool. He's good too. But I'm saying, like, they don't spread the love. Like, Derek James is raw. These Texas fucking whatever trainers is dope. Derek James is raw. Look at his game plan with Arrow. They keep coming up with the right game plan. Look how Jamel's been looking. You can say whatever, Tony Harrison, whatever. But before that, look at how Jamel was looking. Look at Ronnie Shields. These Texas trainers is like, Ronnie was mentored by Emmanuel Stewart. I believe that's true. He used to work with Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even trying to be rude, but like Abel Sanchez and Freddie Roach, they're not. I don't feel like they're training. They're training like offense primarily. Joe Joyce, it was smart for him to leave Abel, because he's already, look at it. Joe Joyce he a legit size, bro. Because I was looking at, like, I was next to him, and we about eye to eye. He a legit size, bro. He already has the power. He already has amateur experience. He needs to work on, like, he's kind of slow, so he has to work on, like, his punches are super wide. He even said it. He said something like Abel trains more like conditioning and like grunt, like some Rocky IV shit. That's what it seems like. And that's how his fighters fight. Murat Gassiev had no answers for Usyk. All Usyk was doing was footwork basic shit, jab, and Gassiev didn't know what to do. Ryan Martin versus Josh Taylor. I like Josh Taylor. I can't wait to see Josh Taylor versus Regis Prograis. I'm hoping Taylor gets through the Ivan Baranchuk or whatever. That's a good fight. Josh Taylor was getting busy. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all always say stupid shit, but it's not like, you're like, oh, he only likes black fight. All this stupid shit. No, it's that I'm not giving false praise to the dumb shit y'all be talking about. Josh Taylor is raw. Josh Kelly and Josh Taylor. I'm enjoying watching their career. They just got to keep at it. But Josh Taylor, the way he beat Ryan Martin, he was raw. That was a good ass performance. See, I just don't be talking about the stupid shit y'all be talking about. Oh yeah, this guy's pound for pound and he ain't done shit. Like, all right, bro. You know. But anyway, Abel Sanchez kind of primarily focuses on offense. So it was kind of smart for Joe Joyce to step away from that, because the thing is, he could already knock you the fuck out. He's clearly big. He's clearly strong. He has amateur experience. He needs to probably work on shortening up some of his punches. Like, make them short shits. Not this, bah, 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 like, you know what I'm saying? Because all this is, like, exposed if you get in there with like a counter puncher with some power. Like Efe Ajagba. I'm not saying I don't know what happened, because they're both, that would be a premature fight. But what I'm saying is, if Efe Ajagba has a good jab and he has shorter punches, he has some good speed to him. So if you punching like bop, 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 and it's slow and wide, and it's just like some clubbing shit, a guy like Wilder or whoever with some athleticism and agility and ability to counter, just, oh shit, they can catch you with some short shit. So while he has potential, it was smart for him to make the move. You know, while he's unblemished and shit. Ego, this is a bomb vampire stream. We working. I told you, man. We have some ones where we cat off a little bit, but we getting straight to the bag on this one. Real Brother, y'all need to thank him. Can we get some claps for Real Brother? That man donated $75 plus in one stream. That motivated me, because, you know, if I got people who are counting on me like that and supporting like that, then I gotta be sharp. You know, I gotta be on my, my Floyd shit. I gotta be sharp for the fans. That's why we not worried about it. But yeah, shout out to not just him, because there's been other super chatters. Everybody, Sierra D, Real Brother 32, Sierra F, Cinnamon Savage. This is a vampire stream. The vampire stream made more money than the daytime stream. You never know. Boom, you never know. You never know how it's gonna work. But anyway, I'm about to get out of here because I got to get up early. I got a lot of stuff to do. Plus, I'm gonna go see the Avengers. Holla at the boy. We working. Appreciate everybody, but we'll continue this conversation. This was a good one. We had some real boxing talk. That's what is. We just sharp right now. Canelo Jacobs fight week. I got some heat for y'all. We'll be talking about all the different stuff. Thank you, Real Brother 32, Sierra, Cinnamon Savage, the other Sierra. Everybody, have a good night. God bless. Have a good morning. I got some stuff to work on. Daryl Zapata, channel members, shooters. And you know what? We didn't even have that many trolls because they can't fuck with it. I'm telling you. They don't even know what to do. Their channels are dying. I'm telling you. We just got to stay on it. Listen, this year, follow my lead, everybody. We drowning them out there. We taking them out to sea and we drowning them. We going to dry out these motherfuckers. Stop feeding into it. If people aren't talking on a consistent basis, real boxing, then you know what to do. Find something else to watch. Go watch Game of Thrones or some shit. Stop feeding into bullshit and bullshit narratives. Even some of y'all Eagles Army people, I know y'all know what's up. And you know what's happening. Stop arguing with these motherfuckers. Especially, and if you argue, let's argue in-house over here so we can destroy them and everyone can see it. Stop arguing on their channels. You building up their threads, their comment sections. Let's build up in-house. Let's build up our comment sections and threads. When every time you reply and then you say, oh, shut up, bitch, and oh, fuck you, you shut up, you're stupid, you building up traction for them. Stop it. We drying them out. They ain't talking about shit. What their whole body of work consists of clout chasing and talking foolishness. Let them earn it. Let them earn it the same way I had to earn it. Right? From the mud. No silver spoon. It's not like my dad was a YouTuber and he just gave me the business and here, son, and I just took over. Stop it. I'm telling y'all. Stop it. We'll dry them out because, like I said, you comment and then someone else comments to your comment and then they try to gang up on y'all and then you start talking more shit. Let's keep that in-house. We gonna keep this shit in-house. I'm not saying just my channel, but channels that are talking real boxing. Let's keep the comments on those channels. Let's keep it on my channel, the channels that y'all really respect, because they need us to coexist. I don't need nobody. I don't need one. There's no channel on YouTube that I need to succeed. Not one. I don't even do collaborations or nothing. I'm not doing a bunch of interviews, like, unless I'm on Fight Week. We doing this our way. I promise you. Let's just dry them out. New media. You got to listen to me on this one. They can't coexist. And then they're going to see that. That's going to discourage the fuck out of them. Like, damn, I'm not even getting that many comments. They ain't shit without us. They are not shit without us. The reason videos can even get some type of views because some of y'all motherfuckers is helping argue. Just let so they can have a thread full of dumbass shit. Because here's the thing. I've studied this game. I do collaborate with Dante. That's my dude. But here's the thing. This is the thing, people. Tell me if you notice this. Some of them old media type channels, when they post like an interview, if let's say they cover a fight, they post an interview, and then you look at the interview and all the comments are some foolish shit. That means that's kind of what the channel breeds. Then when I post the same interview, it has actual fans leaving reasonable, like, okay, for example, let's say it's an interview with Leonard Ellerbe, right? And Leonard Ellerbe is like, oh yeah, Tank Davis, Lomachenko, he's the A side. That's why they keep mentioning blah, blah, blah. They're not even talking about Tank and Lomachenko. They talking about Leonard Ellerbe's nose and he knows what he's talking about and everybody knows his name and making nose jokes, stupid shit. You feel what I'm saying? But then you look at, if I post an interview with Leonard Ellerbe, my comment section don't be all talking about his nose and silly shit, like scoping out a man and shit. That's what I'm telling you. So they need us because their comment sections are going to just be that dumb shit. Take my word for it. Before you comment on a boxing page, just read some of the comments and see, do I belong here? You know what I'm saying? Like, Leonard Ellerbe's talking about Crawford and Spence, and y'all motherfuckers talking about his nose and shit, stupid shit. Who gives a fuck? You trying to date him? Why you give a fuck what the man look like and all that? Come to my shit and they be, oh, look at you, take off your glass. We don't care about that dumb shit. We really trying to talk boxing. Let's talk about Spence Crawford. They want to talk about me, my beard, my sex life, all types of shit before the boxing. We weeding them out. Let's dry them out. And I'm out.